What's happening, financial coaches? It's Pete here. I want to talk to you about why financial coaching is the worst role you can possibly have. And I'm being a little uh, hyperbolic here, but I want to explain why you will do in financial coaching what you wouldn't do in any other business. I want to give you some alternatives to think about here. So, if I were to sell you on a business and say, "Hey, listen, do you want to handle the marketing? I want to have you come into a business that not a lot of people have heard about, so you're going to have to go out there and educate them on what the product and service is. Then secondly, you're going to have to start marketing and kind of building up demand for this. And then you're going to have to handle those inbound sales, all the one-on-ones with people that might be interested to kind of whittle those down to clients. And then when you do get a client, you're going to actually have to work with that client. You're going to have to handle them. You're going to have to provide all that service. You're going to have to provide all the account management, the questions that they have. When you're done, you're going to have to handle all the billing. You're going to have to do all the bookkeeping. You're going to have to make sure that the service delivery and the quality standards are met. You're going to have to continue to feed that marketing funnel. You're going to have to do strategy and business development behind the scenes. And you're going to have to just own all the pieces of this business. And that's what you do in financial coaching. If I were hiring you to come work at, like, say, my insurance agency, and I said, listen, I want you to, set up workshops and get the flyers printed and get them posted on social media and get that promoted out there. And then if people are interested, I want you to be at the office, from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. handling those phone calls, get them signed up for those workshops. Oh, and if they do want to buy some insurance, I want you to be able to sit down with them. I want you to be there. Go ahead and have 5 or 6 people in during the day to run some appointments, get to know them and their needs, kind of go through the insurance sales process, fill out the applications, and then, make sure that you contact the insurance providers, see how the underwriting is going, make sure those are being issued. And when those contracts are issued, make sure that you get them printed out, reviewed, make sure everything's fine, make sure that everything's paid up, and then set up another time with that client, get together with them, deliver the contract, make sure you get all the signatures, make sure they understand how it's going to be managed. And then I want you to check in with them on a regular basis, just make sure things are going all right, make sure that, if they have any changes in their lifestyle, that we'll get them back in and get those things change it. And then also, I want you to think about the business as a whole, right? On a daily basis, I want you to sit down and say, hey, where do we want to be and how do we want to grow this? And, should we expand our team and what kind of training should we do? And, if I told you that was the role for any other job, you would pass on it because any one of those jobs would be a full time job in and of itself. And yet, in the financial coaching space, we have to own all of those pieces: marketing, sales, account management, customer service, operations, accounting, service delivery, strategy, business development, taxes, right? Payroll, all this stuff, right? So, it's a lot of work. And if you want to own every piece of from front to back, from start to finish of the business, then financial coaching is for you, right? And so if you think, hey, I'm just going to do a little bit of marketing, a couple minutes of sales, I'm going to run 1 or 2 appointments, I think this is the wrong business. In fact, I think if you're looking for an 8 hour a day business, this is not for you. You should probably be working a lot more than that. And to be honest, what are weekends? I don't know. Honestly, I'll ask my wife sometimes, what day is it? Because I just have no idea. Because whether it's Sunday or whether it's Tuesday, I'm getting up and doing the things that I want. But usually that is just about always focused on doing something in work. I mean, I just like work. I pick things that I like, I pick things that I enjoy. Very rarely do I say, hey, I want to just have a day to myself. In fact, for about 6 months, I've told my wife, there's some books I want to read, some things that I just want to cruise through. And I want to just find a day for myself to just kind of do that. And she's always like, yeah, you should do it. But I still haven't done it. That book is still sitting on my nightstand. Haven't cracked it open yet because, I enjoy working. Now, if you don't enjoy that, if you're looking for something, hey, I came from a 9 to 5 job, I'm looking for something a little lighter. Well, then I'm not sure how financial coaching is going to do that because you have to own all of those pieces of business. Now, if you want to have a focused, role, what I think you should do is go into sales, right? So find a company that has a product that you believe in and try your hand at sales because they're going to handle the marketing. They're going to handle product manufacturing, right? Or the process or the service or whatever they're doing, right? You're just handling the sales part. And I think that's the most crucial part to building a financial coaching business. And again, from the account management and customer service and all those other things that they're going to handle behind the scenes. So maybe it's something in the field like insurance sales. I think that's something that you could do. And a lot of those insurance companies or agencies will help you out with all of those other things. In fact, they'll probably have someone dedicated to licensing. They'll have someone showing you how to get appointed with insurance companies and all of that. But you don't have to do that. And you don't even have to be in the financial services space. If you think that this is for you, again, try your hand at just one of these things. And I might try, sales of a local fitness center, because I think it's going to be very similar, right? If you can work at a gym and convince people, hey, you should invest in yourself, and this isn't a lot of money, and $50 a month or $80 a month for your health is not a lot of money. And if you're struggling to make that connection for people and convert them, I think it's going to be much harder to say, hey, what about $100 an hour to just talk to someone about your fiscal health, right? Because I think you're going to need some of those lessons learned, some of those techniques, and some of the success there to figure out how you are going to pitch what you're doing here, because I think it's much tougher and I think we undersell it a lot. So you wouldn't own every aspect of another business except in this business. And so if that seems like too much work for any other role, and you think that this role doesn't require a lot of work, you might be setting yourself up for failure. So, either figure out what roles you want to do and just do those, or kind of take a look at financial coaching and say, is this something that I really want to pour myself into all these different aspects of it? So that's my thought for today. See you later.